So moving up in our video series, in this video we'll try to connect our nodejs application to the rabbitMQ cluster that we created in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that, I'll recommend you go watch it, and if you have, stick with me to find out more. Hello and what's up guys, Medium Guy here. In this video we'll try to connect our Node.js app to the rabbitMQ cluster that we created in the previous video, and we'll try to publish and consume messages to these nodes, and later we'll see what will happen if we try to destroy one of these nodes. So without any delay, let's get down to work. So here, as we saw in the previous video, we created our rabbitMQ cluster with 3 nodes. We tried to define our policy so that the publishers and consumers will try to publish through all nodes, and we tried to create a queue, and as we see in here, the policy has been successfully applied to the queue. So in here we're all set up and ready. So the first thing, I'll move to VS Code. In here I have my Git repository where I have all my configurations and all my codes. So I'll put the link down below if you want to access all these codes and configurations for all my videos, so you can easily access those. So I've created a rabbitMQ directory. In here I'll switch to the terminal. I'll try to cd into rabbitMQ directory. In here I'll try to create an npm project, so I'll say npm init -y. I'll provide -y to accept all the questions, so it'll try to create my package.json file, and the next thing I'll say npm I AMQP connection manager, and I'll hit enter to install this package. So AMQP is apparently the protocol that rabbitMQ uses, so that we'll be able to make a connection to publish our messages, and also using the same protocol we'll be able to connect so to consume the messages that we published. So the package is installed. The next thing, I'll try to create a file. I'll call it publisher.js. So basically in this file I'll try to publish some random messages, and in another file I'll try to consume those messages. So I'll say const AMQP is equal to require the AMQP connection manager package that I just installed. The next thing, I'll say const queue is equal to tasks, which is the queue that I created in the previous videos. Even if I don't create the queue manually, it'll try to create the queue first, and next it'll try to publish or consume. So next I'll try to define my main function. So I'll say const main is equal to async and an arrow function. So at the end I'll try to call my main function. So I'll say const connection is equal to amqp.connect. I'll pass my URLs as an array. So basically in here I'll try to pass all my nodes URLs. So let me just change the indentation to 2 spaces. So I'll try to pass my connection URLs. I'll just try to change the ports for that. So the next thing, I'll try to create a channel. So I'll say let channel is equal to connection.create channel. I'll try to pass my options. So I'll say JSON is equal to true, and the setup is equal to a function. So I'll say ch an arrow function. So I'll say return ch.assert queue. So I'll pass my queue, and I'll say durable to true. So next I'll say console.log started publishing, and I'll set an interval with 100 milliseconds, and I'll make my function an async function, and inside that I'll say await channel dot send to queue. I'll pass queue as my queue, which I declared in the up above, and the content will be a JSON. The key will be value, and the value will be math.random, and that's it. So if I switch to terminal, I'll hit ls. I have my publisher.js in here, so I'll say node publisher.js. It says started publishing. If I switch to Chrome, I should be able to see the messages that are coming to the rabbitMQ cluster. So as in here, I'll switch to the queues tab. In here, I'll see incoming is 10 messages per second. So because I set 100 milliseconds, so it'll try to create 10 messages per second. So my publisher is ready and working correctly. I'll try to create another file. So I'll say consumer.js. Again, inside this, I have my AMQP package required, and I'll declare my queue. And again, I have my main function. So I'll say const main, which is equal to an async function. And I'm going to call this function at the end of my script. So again, I'll say const connection is equal to AMQP dot connect, and I'll pass my URLs as an array, so it'll going to be exactly the same. So I'll try to copy paste from the previous file. So again, I'll have the channel defined exactly the same. So if the channel does not exist, it'll try to create it. And the next thing, I'll say channel dot add setup. So it'll try to get a function as a parameter. So I'll say ch and an arrow function. I'll try to return promise dot all. I'll say ch dot consume. I'll pass my queue and the onMessage function, which will be an arrow function. So message in here, I'll say console.log the message dot content dot toString, and as the options, I'll try to pass no ACK to true, and I'll say exclusive is false. So if I try to save my file, and in the terminal I'll say node consumer.js, and as I see, it tried to consume all my messages that have been pending on the queue that the publisher had published. So I have both my publisher and consumer ready. So I'll try to create another terminal. In here, if I say node publisher.js, it'll try to publish some random messages, and in the other one I'll say node consumer.js. So this is going to consume all the messages. So if I move to Chrome, in here I see that the incoming is 10 per second. So if I switch the terminal where I'm running my rabbitMQ nodes, you can find all about these in my previous videos. So in here I'll try to destroy my nodes one by one. So I'll say rabbitMQ ctl-n my node name, and I'll say stop underline app. It'll try to stop one of my nodes. Again, I'll change the name to the other instance's name. It'll also try to stop the other node. And also if I try to stop the last one, I'll hit enter, and in the consumer section, I see that there is no message coming from the rabbitMQ publisher. So I'll try to run one of my instances. So I'll say rabbitMQ ctl-n rabbit start app, So this is apparently trying to start the app, and in a few moments I see that the publisher and the consumer started working. So again, if I try to run my other instances, so in the Chrome I see that the two of the instances are working. So right now if I try to stop the rabbit node, which was the first node to get up, so I'll say rabbitMQ ctl rabbit stop underline app. So it'll try to stop the node, and in my consumer section I see a little bit delay, but in a few moments, yes, as we can see, it'll try to connect to the other node and start to publish and consume. So this is how we connect our application to rabbitMQ cluster, and it has a lot of policies, it has a lot of other options. If you want to go deeper, I recommend you go read the official documentations, and also if you want me to go deeper, just go ahead and ask me in the comment section. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something new in this one. So in the next video I'll try to automate the deployment process, so we won't be doing all the things by our hand, just only by running a script, for example. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask me in the comment section down below. I'll put all the links so you can access them easily. I'll link my previous video for this one. So just don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that, I hope to see you in the next video.